7 o'clock. John, the clock is slow.
Yeah, we got it.
Or-
Tim said he'll be here in a minute or two, but you want to start?
We can start, okay. All right, very good. Good evening, and welcome to the Wall Township regular meeting, January 27th, 2026, beginning at 7 p.m. At this time, I'd like to ask us to stand and salute our flag and have a moment of silence for those serving in our military.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
At this time, could you please read the Sunshine Statement?
In compliance with the Open Public Meeting Act, Chapter 231, PL 1975, adequate notice of this meeting has been provided in the following manner. The annual notice was forwarded to the official township newspapers and was posted in the Wall Township Municipal Building. All notices are on file with the township clerk. Committeeman Beck?
Here?
Committeeman Clayton?
Here.
Committeeman Orender? Deputy Mayor Farrell?
Here.
Mayor Mangan?
Here.
We have 4 members present.
Thank you. At this time, we would like the introduction of ordinance number 1, 2026. Read.
Ordinance number 1, 2026, an ordinance of the Township Committee of the Township of Wall in the County of Monmouth, State of New Jersey, to amend Wall Township Code, Chapter 140, to allow the keeping of horses, ponies, donkeys, and other equines, many cows, sheep, and goats on parcels of land 2 acres or larger in size.
Thank you. May I have a motion for ordinance number 2062 to be adopted into its first reading and advertised into its second reading and public hearing on February 24th, 2026 at 7 p.m. pursuant to law?
Madam Mayor, I'd like to make that motion.
Thank you, Committeeman Clayton.
Second?
Thank you, Committeeman Beck. Roll call.
Committeeman Beck?
Yes.
Committeeman Clayton?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Farrell?
Yes.
Mayor Mangan?
Yes.
We have 4 yeas to adopt ordinance number 1, 2026.
Thank you. At this time, we'd like to read the introduction of ordinance number 2, 2026 into record.
Ordinance number 2, 2026, an ordinance of the Township Committee of the Township of Wall in the County of Monmouth, State of New Jersey, to vacate a portion of Larson Road.
Thank you. At this time, I'd like a motion for ordinance number 2, 2026 to be adopted into its first reading and advertised for the second reading and the public hearing on February 24th, 2026 at 7 p.m. pursuant to law.
Madam Mayor, I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Committeeman Clayton. A second?
I'll second it.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor Farrell.
Committeeman Beck?
Yes.
Committeeman Clayton?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Farrell?
Yes.
Mayor Mangan?
Yes.
We have 4 yeas for ordinance number 2, 2026.
Thank you. At this time, we'd like to read the introduction of ordinance number 3, 2026, and ordinance
Number 3, 2026, an ordinance of the Township Committee of the Township of Wall in the County of Monmouth, State of New Jersey, to vacate a portion of Hemlock Street. Mayor?
Thank you. At this time, I'd like a motion for ordinance number 3, 2026 to be adopted into its first reading and advertised for its second reading and public hearing on February 24th, 2026 at 7 p.m. pursuant to law. May I have a motion?
So moved?
Thank you, Committeeman Beck. Second?
I'll second it.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor Farrell.
Committeeman Beck?
Yes.
Committeeman Clayton?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Farrell?
Yes.
Mayor Mangan?
Yes.
We have 4 yeas to adopt ordinance number 3, 2026.
Thank you. At this time, we'd like to do the introduction of ordinance number 4, 2026.
Ordinance number 4, 2026, an ordinance of the Township Committee of the Township of Wall in the County of Monmouth, State of New Jersey, authorizing the sale of Block 8, Lot 1, 2019 Highway 71, and Block 72, Lot 1, 2021 Highway 71, on the tax map of the Township of Wall in the state of New Jersey, to the state of New Jersey Department of Transportation.
Thank
Mayor?
you. At this time, I would like a motion for ordinance number 4, 2026, to be adopted into its first reading and advertised for its second reading and public hearing on February 24th, 2026 at 7 p.m. pursuant to law. Motion?
I'll make the motion, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor Farrell. Second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Committeeman Clayton. Roll call?
Committeeman Beck.
Yes.
Committeeman Clayton.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Farrell.
Yes.
Mayor Mangan.
Yes.
We have 4 yeas to adopt ordinance number 4, 2026.
Thank you. At this time, we'd like a resolution number 260142.
The approval of vouchers from January 7, 2026 through January 27, 2026, in the amount of $2,723,785.43.
May I have a motion?
Madam Mayor, I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Committeeman Clayton. Second?
I'll second it.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. Roll call?
Committeeman Beck.
Yes.
Committeeman Clayton.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Farrell.
Yes.
Mayor Mangan.
Yes.
We have 4 yeas to adopt the resolution 260142.
Thank you. At this time, we'd like to read the consent agenda statement.
All items listed on the consent agenda are considered routine by the township and will be adopted or approved collectively by a single motion and roll call vote by a majority of the township committee. All items are available for public inspection at this meeting and in the office of the township clerk. There'll be no separate discussion of these items. If a discussion is desired on any item, it will be considered separately. Mayor?
Thank you. At this time, any member of the Township Committee wishes to consider any items separately? If not, may I have a motion to approve the items listed?
Madam Mayor, I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Committeeman Clayton. Second?
Second?
Thank you, Committeeman Beck. Thank you so much. Roll call?
Committeeman Beck.
Yes.
Committeeman Clayton.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Farrell.
Madam Clerk, I vote yes for all the resolutions except for resolution number 26-0149. I'm abstaining.
Thank you. Mayor Mangan.
Yes.
We have 4 yeas and the abstention from Deputy Mayor Farrell.
Thank you. Okay. At this time, we'd like to open it up to public comment.
The public comment portion of our meeting is to allow the public to bring to the committee's attention their concerns or comments. In accordance with NJSA 10:4-12A, the committee asks the public to limit their comments to 5 minutes or less. The committee will respect the public's time by refraining from any comment until the speaker has finished with their allotted time. It should be further noted that the public comment portion of our meeting is not structured as a question and answer session. If a member of the public has questions they seek answers to, an appointment can be made with the Township Administrator's Office during regular business hours. The attorney will regulate the time during the comment portion of our meeting. Mayor?
Thank you. At this time, will anyone from the public like to come up and speak?
Hi, Betsy Cross, sorry, I was up north rushing to get back. I have noticed that the meetings have changed from Wednesday to Tuesday, and we didn't really have any type of announcement, so it seems like Mr. Tobias' unpaid job representing the taxpayers of Colts Neck takes precedent over his paid job, which to me just doesn't make any sense, and we had no formal announcement on it. I completely even forgot that the meeting was tonight, but that to me doesn't make any sense. We've made so many consolidations for him, you know, between the car, so now we pay for the gas back and forth, I'm guessing. He takes it home. He doesn't have to live in town. He's got a contract and our chief of police doesn't. It doesn't make any sense to me. So, Ms. Mangan, hopefully you're gonna work on getting the chief of police a contract. I'm gonna open Ken Brown's, because I think Ken Brown had one, so I don't understand why Chief O'Halloran doesn't, but I've got an issue with that, especially with the problems we had with what he was being paid, sneaking in, changing the salary ranges, just completely stood out to me at that meeting, and that's why I brought it up when we got that rigmarole, ridiculous answer from Tim Clayton. Quickly, just looking over at authorizations to transfer between appropriations, I see you're moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you're taking 5 different accounts to move $264,500 to health insurance. You know I'm always bringing this up. I've always had an issue with Brown & Brown. They handle this account, they handle the school board account, the nonsense self-insurance. We can't get Brian Smythe to show us anything about what it really actually saves and what the backlog is on the claims. So if you can give us an update on where you're at, Mr. Tobias, with health insurance, I'd appreciate it. And if your current broker is Brown & Brown, and where you're at with getting quotes. Snow removal, I see you're moving $50,000. Now, we haven't had a lot of snow the past few years, so what happened? I thought it was like $300,000 we had in there. What happened to that $300,000? Did we use it for something else? Raises? I don't know. But now we got to move $50,000, so how much do we have in there to begin with? Does 50 get it to 250, 50 get it to 350? What's it getting it to? Accumulated leave compensation, you're putting 25,000 in. How much is in there right now? So is there 100 in there? It's going to make it 125. I'm sure you know those numbers, Mr. Tobias, so I'm sure Ms. Mangan will let you answer those questions. Social Security, you're taking out 50,000. Why are you able to take out 50,000? Was it just over budgeted? Or is it because people have left in the past year? If you can let me know about that. Other expenses is 40,000. So you moved sewer treatment costs and Social Security 40,000 over to other expenses 40,000. But what makes up those 40,000? What makes up those other expenses that you need 40,000 that's not classified? I have a note. Let me just type it out. Couple things. I'd like an update on what's going on with the 18th Avenue property. I understand there's some things maybe not happening now with that. The Jack Morris property. I'd also like an update on the Brisbane property. That whole Brisbane property doesn't make any sense. It seems you want to buy open space via open tax, but you're looking to use open space to build affordable housing, like at the Brisbane property. So, like I said at the last meeting, I'm not comfortable giving any more money over to find out that it's going to get converted into housing down the line. And, we all know 35, there's a lot of hotels there that people are coming out of jail and that's where they go. I'm sure there's some good, hardworking families in there that are going to school. But, we have those properties there. Why are they not areas in need of redevelopment? Because they certainly are. Same thing for what is going on with the Speedway racetrack that was supposed to be yesterday.
That's
but you
5
had
minutes.
to-
Your time is up. Thank you.
You had to cancel that.
Thank you, Ms.
So,
Cross.
yeah, if you could just answer those questions, I
Thank you.
would appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else like to come up?
Good evening. My name is Keith Hunsinger. I reside in the President Street section of Wall Township. So, for anybody who hasn't been keeping up with the local pages, I recently held a vigil for Renee Good, the woman who was shot by ICE in Minneapolis. So, the attendance was about 20 people overall in the cold. It was, I also wanted to thank John Tobias and the township for approving the permit so quickly. It took about 2 days for me to get it. So thank you very much for that. That was, also I wanted to thank the Walt Police. They also got back to me very promptly about having officers stationed nearby. Obviously, it was right over the pavilion over across the way, so it wasn't too far from Wall PD, but I wanted to shout out to them and thank them for at least making sure that the protest was, or vigil, I should say, was safe. There was, unfortunately, a lot of online trolls that were in the Wall Township group that were very upset by the vigil. I know that doesn't necessarily represent the township, because obviously trolls could be people from other towns, so I'm not saying that that any way reflects on Wall Township. I think the fact that you guys approved the permit so quickly speaks highly to the committee and the township itself, recognizing my First Amendment right to be able to assemble. So I also wanted to take a moment to also have a moment of silence for Alex Preddy, the other gentleman who was recently shot by ICE. I feel like it's important for me, as somebody who has been a vocal advocate for, I guess, the people who, we are in a very right-wing town. I try to be an advocate for people who aren't right-wing, you know what I mean, the people that aren't the status quo. So I would like to, if that's okay, have a moment of silence for the two individuals who were gunned down. So, thank you. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a good night, and God bless Wall Township. Thank you, guys. This is why I think that the 175th is going to be so great, because I understand that we might not all feel the same on this issue, but the fact that you allow me to be so vocal in my advocacy, I think is really the beautiful thing about Wall Township. We're really starting to be able to come together and talk about things in an adult manner, and I think that's really a step forward. And I think under Mayor Mangan's leadership, I think that's only going to blossom more. So thank you all. Have a good night.
Thanks, Mr. Hunsinger. Anyone else like to comment? Anyone else? Okay.
Could you go over 261059? I just saw that.
At this time, we would like a motion to close public comment.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Committeeman Clayton. Second?
Second?
Okay, thank you.
Committeeman Beck.
Yes.
Committeeman Clayton.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Farrell.
Yes.
Mayor Mangan.
Yes.
We have 4 yeas to close the public comment.
Mr. Byer, would you like to comment on any of?
Sure, thank you, Mayor. Just a couple items. Ms. Cross, you mentioned the chief's contract. In the past, Chief Bryce and Chief Brown had a contract. Chief O'Halloran's contract was not acted on for quite some time under the former administrator. We've reviewed a contract. We do have a draft contract, but currently we are in negotiations with the PBA and SOA, and as soon as those negotiations are complete, the chief will have a signed contract. As far as the transfers that you mentioned, I'm not going to go individually, but typically this time of the year, starting in November to the end of the year until a new budget, there are certain accounts that have unforeseen expenses versus other accounts where we start in September. We put a hold on any expenditures that are not necessary or emergencies, so that we can conserve township funds, so that we can offset some of those items that have gone over for emergencies, what have you. Regarding the other two issues on properties, the Township Committee is currently reviewing its open space and Round 4 options. And regarding the Speedway, there is no decision or anything on that. As you know, due to weather conditions yesterday, the Planning Board was canceled, so that will be scheduled at their next regular meeting to be discussed, and then it'll come to this Township Committee. Thank you.
What about
Thank
update
you.
on 18th Avenue? and West
Okay.
Main?
At this time, we're going to be looking for closing comments. Committeeman Beck?
Thank you, Mayor Magnan. And I'm speaking into the microphone.
Great, 'cause you always
And my comments are for the entire public, not just you, Ms. Cross, so please control yourself. First off, I'd like to say thank you to the police department. They did a wonderful job with the storm. They minimized accidents, road closures, et cetera, et cetera. They were Johnny on the spot. On a personal note, I received an invite from a resident, Keith Hunsinger, to attend a candlelight vigil for Renee Good, who was tragically killed in an interaction with ICE in Minneapolis recently. I attended as a private citizen, not as an elected official, attempting to avoid politicizing this tragic incident. I did not wish to protest nor politicize. I was there strictly to show support for peace and prayer. Unfortunately, another Minneapolis citizen, ICU nurse Alex Preddy, was killed in another tragic incident in Minneapolis. I cast no blame, and I have trust and faith in our collective government that they will present a full accounting. This is not about politics. We are not Republican states, nor are we Democratic states. We are the United States of America. The healing needs to start now. We are, as a community, a state, and a nation, better than this. Let's reach across the political aisle and into our neighborhoods. Let's try to find the common ground this nation was built upon. Thank you.
Thank you, Committeeman Beck. Committeeman Clayton?
I have nothing to add at this time.
Thank you, Committeeman. Deputy Mayor Farrell?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I don't have much, but I want to show my appreciation and thanks to the Wall Township Public Works Department. They worked just about 24 hours straight, and then, worked on the barrels today. I mean, it's amazing. Those guys had to be beat, and it was dangerous, super dangerous out there. A great job, fabulous job, in fact. And I want to thank our police department, who's always there for us. I mean, they're out there too. I don't know if there was overtime. I'm sure there was, but I'm sure they're out there 24 hours too. So those were rough times. So I want to thank them from the bottom of my heart, and I'm sure most of the residents feel, if not all, feel this way. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor Farrell. Closing comments for me. I would just want to say, Committeeman Beck and I had the opportunity to sit in for the Green Acres Grant Public Engagement Session, which was very well attended. We heard a lot of feedback from many residents, and they were hoping to have a little bit of another meeting, possibly on a weekend or in an evening hours. So Committeeman Clayton and I have decided that we're going to be hosting a coffee conversation and community connection. It will be held on Saturday, February 28th from 11 to 1 p.m. in the community room. So we hope all will be able to attend. It's a nice way for us to connect with residents and hear any concerns or ideas, not just about open space, but anything. We're hoping to connect with you. In regards to the snowstorm, I have to say we had an amazing response from all our emergency responders, whether our police department, Monmouth County Sheriff, EMS, our fire departments. All together, it was a collective effort, so we appreciate everyone. Public Works did an absolutely phenomenal job. Anyone who had any issues, they contacted us immediately, and we were able to address any areas that may have been in need of a little bit more extra attention. So thank you for that. Administrator Tobias? Okay, great. All right, at this time, we'd like to read Resolution 260161.
Resolution number 260161, it's authorization to discuss matters in executive session. Attorney Keene, do you want to? Excuse me, you're correct.
Okay. Looking for a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Committeeman Clayton.
Second.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor Farrell. Roll call.
Committeeman Beck,
Yes.
Committeeman Clayton,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Farrell,
Yes?
Mayor Mangan.
Yes.
We have 4 yeas to go into executive session. Attorney Keene.
Thank you.
And Mayor, if I may, for the record, it's to discuss litigation and personnel, and the committee does not intend to take any action upon return to open session. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening.
Have a good one. Thank you. Yeah. So he's asking my wife about what goes on there, and she said, "Why ask what you've done, like you've sworn or something?" It goes like this.
Swan.